Carlos Miller was recently on Loon's podcast, and he checked them for some things that Loon had to say about Black people. I personally believe what Loon said was not only irresponsible, but it was also disruptive to what we got going on and for our better good. Now, this is me disagreeing respectfully. I hate the fact that whenever you critique a media personality, it's always got to be, oh, is it beef? Oh, you hating? No, I just disagree with what Loon said in this video. I don't have any problems with Loon.
We take all the money we make and go spend it on things we don't own, that aren't like just bullshit that's owned by other people. So what I'm saying is we're slaves to the consumer market and symbolisms.
A lot of us have heard this talking point so many times that we've been conditioned to take this in as if it's the truth, and we just move around as if it's fact. It's not fact at all. As a matter of fact, talking points like this was created by dominant society to condition us to think that it's our fault that there's a wealth disparity that exists. It's the fact that, hey, yo, there's the wealth gap here that exists between Black folks and everybody else because Black folks just don't know how to use their money. And that's just not true whatsoever.
I don't believe it.
Tell me how. Give me something, some indicator that says we're not.
Because there is no we.
They spend billions of dollars on weave every year. Black women do.
That's their business.
Of course that's their business, but I'm telling you that they don't need weave. They buy, this is fake hair, horse hair, some bullshit.
That's what they want.
Of course, but
it's free will.
You ain't listening to me.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I'm saying we're slaves to the consumer market.
No, we're not.
Why are we spending our money in the way
because
This has already been debunked. But Loon is talking about this as if he discovered exclusive new information that he wants to share with his people, and it takes 3,000 brain power to understand this concept. It doesn't. The Bureau of Labor Statistics already did a study that shows that spending pattern is closely linked to income level and educational level more than it is race. Meaning the white lower income communities and the Latino lower income communities have similar spending patterns to Black lower income communities. Black folks ain't spending their money any less irresponsibly or more irresponsibly than other communities, bruh. And he bring up things like, well, hey man, Black folks spending all this money on weave. Yo, similar to Dr. Umar Johnson when he was like, Black folks spend $15 million a year on ramen noodles. Donate to my school because that's much better. Bro, cut it out, man. This is a proximity issue and a status issue. When status is driven by luxury goods and you're in proximity to hence luxury goods, you're probably going to spend money that you don't have to get that luxury good so you can obtain the status you always wanted, right? Luxury cars, they market more to suburban and middle income people than they do the uber wealthy. And that's for a reason. It's much harder to sell status to somebody who already has status. A lot of these luxury vehicles or goods, they don't really have a quality premium over the competitors. Somebody who's already uber wealthy, who's already looked at as respected and revered, they're probably asking the questions like, hey, the Lamborghini Urus, it has like similar engine or similar internals to like an Audi. Why am I buying this Lamborghini Urus for $280 again if I can just buy an Audi? Like, they ask questions like that. People who really don't got it like that, who probably shouldn't be in a Urus, will probably buy the Urus for the status because they want to be perceived as the person who can afford to decline it because they're already perceived as that. These companies target lower income communities through exploitative marketing. Now, if you want to say that poor people, lower income people are slaves to consumerism, then you might have a point there. But it's not Black people, bro. No, it's lower income people. That's where the correlation is. The correlation has nothing to do with race.
Live in a capitalistic society. If you don't spend it, it's worthless.
Why do we spend it in the way that we do?
Because niggas buy the same way you do. Look at you. A nigga gonna watch this and say, man, Loon got 4 chains on.
That's what I'm saying.
Why
ain't no better?
Why you ain't invest that in the Black community?
No, I've invested.
You can't be a hypocrite on the platform.
I ain't a hypocrite.
Yes, you are. So you just said we slaves and you the one bought all them chains.
If I was a hypocrite, I'd say y'all.
You said we.
That mean I'm not a hypocrite.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Everybody
see that?
But what I'm saying
if I say we, that mean I'm not a hypocrite. If I say y'all, that mean I'm separating from y'all. I'm saying we, I got a Mercedes. I'm a slave to this same. I wear the shit.
Those are choices that you made. You could have easily not made them choices.
Of course.
You gonna some of this money off.
That's what I'm telling you.
Well, why are you yelling at them?
Who's yelling?
But when you saying We are slaves. People gonna hear that and be like, what the fuck is you talking about?
No, they're not.
We're not claiming that.
Anybody that hears that and says that, they're waste men.
What?
Waste men.
No, we don't use those terms in America.
We're in America right now.
Waste man.
Yeah.
I'm listening to Drake, bro.
I don't listen to. Do I look like
you don't say that shit in America?
Do I look like
he's a waste man?
Yeah.
You mean a nigga work for the garbage company? No, we don't.
He's a waste man.
Okay.
That's my word.
No, but what I'm saying is there is no way to universally speak for all black people.
Who said that?
What I'm saying is like you can't say they spend $1 billion on weed.
I think you got a phone or Google?
Yeah.
You need to spend some time on it.
Google is a part of the problem, man. Because of Google and things like AI, the information is somewhat accessible. So y'all take complex information, complex concept, and then y'all bastardize it by rushing to regurgitate it before you fully understand or have sat with it to draw your own understanding from whatever information that you received or seen online. That is the problem. That right there is the clear-cut problem, bro. Google it. Google what exactly? This. Okay, explain that concept. Explain the statistics. Explain what... But when you don't sit with it, you have conversations like this where, I'll be real, even Carlos may not fully quite understand what's going on, but Loon certainly don't.
Let's play the devil's advocate, Loon. What would happen if black women stopped spending money on weed? What would happen?
Well, nothing if they have no direction with what to do, and if us as black men don't accept them with their natural hair.
Bro, what are we even discussing right now? Yo, the conversation has geared so far off track. Now we're discussing whether or not like black men would date black. No, bro. Let's just get back to the wealth disparity between black folks and other races. If black women stop spending money on weave, that wouldn't even close the wealth gap not by a millimeter, bro. And that's just a fact. Yo, the circumstances surrounding why wealth disparity exists extends far beyond whether or not black folks are spending their money the right way.
Okay, so if black men
so
stop
this is
buying...
the overall problem. Again, we are slaves. This is okay. I like
this is free will.
Yeah, but a lot of dudes want to see their woman with they don't want her with her natural hair. They'll tell her go get her hair done. We can't ignore this. What are you doing? Are you playing some game where you ignoring these things?
No, I just think that these arguments are dated. None of that shit would change anything about the structure of America.
Not without any direction.
Even with direction, people still gonna do what the they want to do and buy what they want to buy. It's already hard enough to be a nigga in America. Ain't nobody finna not fucking try to make the most of it. You certain shit you gonna have to buy to try to
most of it,
increase your quality of life.
Most of it.
They have done such a number on black people that we buy this shit to try to hide and mask the insecurities.
Damn,
that
nigga just told me I can't speak for black people, and then
I'm not saying you can, but you can't.
What you just done, you just told me, that nigga just said, we doing this because we been through hell. And
financial literacy is important. That should be taught. But the solution isn't, hey, black women, stop buying weave. Excuse me. Bro, the wealth gap is $11 trillion. $11 trillion. If black women save every dollar they wanted to spend on weave and try to invest it, the wealth gap wouldn't close by a centimeter. Carlos is right. They've done such a number on us that the conversation is much deeper than black folks spend your money wisely. That's cool too. Yeah, financial literacy is cool too. But we have to start attacking other structures and other systems and correcting those systems as well. Right? Belittling black folks and trying to make it seem like we're this irresponsible group of people who just spend our money willy-nilly and that's why we all poor. No, bro. No. There were structures and systems that are in place and was in place that make life a little bit more difficult, that makes wealth building a little bit more difficult here.
We spend our money like we're slaves to symbolism.
Well, that's because we live in a capitalistic society. If we lived somewhere where where love was the currency, we would be out here loving the fuck out of each other.
Who says love isn't the currency?
Not in this country.
Who says that?
The people who founded this country on capitalism says that. Once you don't
people living in
know as a nigga who's been in the streets,
but there's
a nigga who in media, you don't mix love and money.
I don't, but there's people living in this country that is love based.
You know why?
You're speaking for the whole country. You told me I can't speak.
No,
for black.
I'm speaking from my little one.
For black people,
my little 166 million. all the same way that I'm sitting here saying shit, there is nothing we can say that can universally apply to all black people.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So especially for the whole country.
Right.
You see, and so for you to say in the country, this country ain't got no love. It's like, bro, it's some people in this country right now don't care about no Mercedes. They don't give a about a name brand. They don't care about a lifestyle or nothing.
You know why?
Living in the woods.
You know why?
Why?
Because they can't afford that shit.
Mm-mm.
You have to act like you don't
There's
want
people going on Joe Rogan podcasts all the time. There's millionaires that live in the woods just cause.
Think of how many people who go on there who just comedians who doing gig to gig though. They go on there hoping to be millionaires.
That's facts.
But we live in the type of society where you need money to live. Can get the full experience of this shit.
Shout out to Carlos Miller, man. I do feel like if Loon would rephrase this question from black people to poor people, he would have a point. He would come across as the most articulate, intelligent man in the world. But when you try to cast a light that you're trying to cast on black folks as if we spend irresponsibly and as if that's our downfall or if that's why we're in a situation we're currently in as a community, I think that's just flat out wrong, man. And it's just incorrect and it's not true at all. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Do y'all believe Loon is correct or do y'all believe Carlos is correct? Again, this is a respectful disagreement. I hate the fact that when you disagree with media personalities is always framed as beef or smoke, bruh. Like, I don't care about none of y'all enough to hate y'all. This is just a disagreement. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen and find out the huge Breakfast Club drama that they're currently going through and why their fans are really upset at them. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. Out of here, folks. Peace.